Hey there, this is Ms. Estes, and today we're going to practice some word problems with fractions and mixed numbers. Our I can statement is I can solve word problems involving multiplication of fractions and mixed numbers. So we're just going to jump right into some problems because that's the easiest way to get more familiar with working with these word problems is just practice, practice, practice. So our first question, or our first problem, Zoe's mom made a dozen pancakes on Saturday morning. Zoe ate 1/4 of the pancakes. How many pancakes did Zoe eat? Well, the first thing we need to figure out is dozen. How many is a dozen pancakes? We should know that a dozen is 12. All right, so mom made 12 of them and Zoe ate 1/4 of that amount. So there's two ways that we can go about solving this. We could draw a picture, which starting off, that might be the best way to help us figure this out. And then that might help us see the equation that we could use to solve this problem also. So I'm going to draw 12 pancakes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's the 12 pancakes that mom made. Well, we know that Zoe ate 1/4 of the pancakes. So if I look at the 12 pancakes I just drew, is there any way that we could divide or break this array, I guess it looks like, into groups of fourths? Okay, yeah, we can do 1/4, another fourth, here's another fourth, and here's another fourth. So if Zoe ate 1/4 of the pancakes, referring to just one section of this, how many pancakes do we see inside that 1/4? 3. So for our solution, we know that Zoe ate 3 pancakes. We could also write an equation to help us with that too. We know that mom made 12 and Zoe ate 1/4 of the pancakes. So we're trying to figure out 1/4 of 12. And we've talked about how that word of means multiplication. So we're trying to figure out 1/4 of 12. So we're going to multiply 1/4 times 12. So when we do that, we're going to take this 12 and put it over 1, just so that we can multiply our numerators and multiply our denominators. 1 times 12 is 12. 4 times 1 is 4. So now we have that improper fraction, 12/4. So now we want to figure out how many groups of 4 can we make in 12, and we can make 3 groups, which is what we came up with in our model. So that proves that Zoe ate 3 pancakes Saturday morning. All right, our next problem. When Justin came down for breakfast, there was 1/2 a box of cereal left. He ate 1/2 of what was left. So there was a half a box of cereal and he ate 1/2 of that. How much cereal did Justin have for breakfast? So again, if we think of drawing a picture, okay, here's a box of cereal and a half a box was left. He ate a half of what was left. So if he takes a half of this, I'm going to go ahead and create halves. So that way we have 1/2 of a half gave us a fourth. So there are 4/4 in one whole. So here's the half that he started with. And if he ate a half, so this is now gone. How much cereal did Justin have for breakfast? So if we look at this section of what he ate compared to the whole, he ate 1/4 of the box of cereal. And again, we can write an equation to help us check that too. So we were trying to figure out 1/2 of the half a box of cereal that he started with. So we're trying to figure out 1/2 of 1/2. So we have two fractions that we can multiply together, and 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4. So again, we came up with 1/4 as our product. So Justin ate 1/4 of a box of cereal. That's how much he ate for breakfast. All right, next problem. 3/4 of the students in Mr. Key's class are buying lunch. 2/3 of those students ordered a sandwich. What fraction of students in Mr. Key's class are having sandwiches for lunch? So we know that 3/4 of the students are buying lunch and 2/3 of those students. Well, of those students is referring to what amount? It's referring to the 3/4 students that are actually buying lunch. So we're trying to figure out 2/3 of 3/4. So if we multiply, that's going to help us figure out 2/3 of 3/4. So when we multiply fractions, we're first going to multiply our numerators. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then we're going to multiply our denominators. 3 times 4 equals 12. Okay, so we want to take a look at this fraction and see if it can be reduced. Well, I know that 6 is half of 12. So I know that I can divide my numerator and my denominator by 6. 6 divided by 6 equals 1. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. So what fraction of students in Mr. Key's class are having sandwiches for lunch? We know that half of the class that is buying lunch is going to have sandwiches. So solving word problems with fractions and mixed numbers. We just need to remember that there are two ways to go about solving these word problems with fractions and mixed numbers. Just like we did, one way to understand the problem is to draw a picture to represent the problem, because sometimes that visual is what we need to be able to understand what it is they're asking us. Another way you could solve the problem is to write a multiplication equation. And you could always do both. You could draw the picture and then work it out with the equation and see if you come up with the same thing, as a way of checking your work and checking yourself to see if you come up with the same answer. So just important thing to remember, draw a picture and you can write a multiplication equation. Good luck, guys, solving those problems with fractions and mixed numbers. You got this.